Hi everyone, I am Marlies, welcome to my channel. People who have watched some of my previous videos might know that I prefer Caran D'ache Luminance pencils for my drawings. And because I didn't have time to draw anything the past week because of the holidays, I thought it might be fun to show you the unboxing video I made of my pencils when I got them, and it has been sitting on my phone for quite a while now. So I think this is the perfect time to finally show it, and after showing that video I thought it might be fun to show some of the drawings I made with them while letting you know how I feel about drawing with the Caran D'ache Luminance pencils. Also, I wish you a very beautiful and creative 2021. There's a lot of new videos coming up next year. I'm going to compare drawing on very cheap printing paper with the most expensive paper I could find. And I'm going to show you how I draw roses. So if you like drawing videos, you might want to consider subscribing to my channel. Now, without further ado, let's draw! So this is the box. It's rather big, as you can see. I did take some time to remove my house address from it because not everybody has to see that. So I'm using this children's spare scissors to open it because I don't want to damage it accidentally. So, oh my god! Look at this! It's so much smaller than it seemed on the outside. Okay, so there's an invoice. There it is. I guess the cat can use the big box because she likes to sleep in it. Oh my god. So this is it. It's such a beautiful wooden case. Look at it. Oh my god. It's actually from Switzerland. I didn't even know that. Okay, so let's zoom in a little. There we go. And let's open it. There's all these little booklets in it. Oh wow, that's a beautiful image. This is so cool. There's those techniques and a certificate of sorts, I guess. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Wow. So it has 3 layers. So this is the first layer. It has all the blues and the reds and the yellows and the whites. It actually has 2 whites, I think. Yeah, 2 whites. And then there's the next layer, which has all the greens and the browns. Wonderful. And then at the bottom, there's this last layer, which has all these light colors. And it has some regular graphite pencils. And I guess all these are blenders. There's some blenders in it. Not sure how these work exactly. I guess I have to figure that out. Thankfully there's a manual. I now understand why. So this is the box. Well, it's just beautiful dark wood. I'm just gonna put it all back. Oh, I can't wait to try this out. I'm so happy with this. The first drawing I made with these pencils was the Tandy Newton portrait, which went reasonably well. I am going to see if I can zoom in a bit without the image getting blurry. Now the hair went pretty well, it looks quite natural and realistic, and the same goes for the clothes, but the face actually looks a bit scratchy. It's not like it's really smooth. The main problem was that I wanted to add more shadows, but after I already burnished the face, which is never a good idea because then there's already too much layers on it. But I was kind of hoping that with the luminances it wouldn't be a problem, and I was wrong about it, so I messed it up a little. And there was another problem with this drawing, and I experienced that problem in the second drawing I made with these as well. There seemed to be something wrong with 3 of the pencils, and I can't explain exactly what it was. It felt like there were some sort of very hard, almost stone-like fragments in the tips of the pencils, which didn't go away after sharpening the pencils, and this caused the pencils to color very badly. Like there was almost no pigment coming from them, but even worse, they were actually damaging the paper. So I ended up throwing these 3 pencils in the bin, and I bought new ones. And I don't know if this happens often with these pencils. The new ones are perfectly okay, so I don't know. The problem is solved now at least. Then I drew this fox eye. Let me see if I can get it a little closer without it getting blurry. I did use some polychromos for the fine details, and that's actually the only thing I prefer different pencils for, fine details. So this is my YouTube profile image, some sexy lips with teeth holding one of my colored pencils, and this was all just luminances. I didn't use any other pencils for this one. Then the frog, which looks very smooth and wet. I think this one turned out quite well. I used these really bright green colors to color the chin, and then I used some very dark green and black colors for the rest of the body. So now some smaller drawings. I'm going to zoom in a little more. This is a portrait I drew for my Instagram account, which is also just Marley's Draws and which contains all of my artwork, at least of the last few months. This was actually for some sort of challenge, a draw this in your style challenge, and in this portrait the skin is already a lot smoother than the skin in the Tandy Newton portrait. So I guess it's just a matter of learning how to use these pencils. What I love so much about these luminances is that you can draw large surfaces like backgrounds pretty quick actually with them, because they are so soft and rich and creamy. This one is even smaller, also from a Draw This in Your Style challenge. I'll add the accounts that drew the originals of these 2 drawings in the description below. And as you can see, it's really smooth again. There actually was one problem with this drawing. I was burnishing, which is sort of blending the lower layers with a lot of pressure. So as I was burnishing the background with a white pencil, and then there seemed to be some yellow pigments in there. So every now and then I got a yellow stain, which I had to erase. But well, I guess that's what can happen with those like artisan products, and it doesn't change my opinion on them at all. Actually, I still think they're the best pencils in the world. So this is my latest drawing I made with the luminances. And if we look at the red scarf here, and then I'm going to grab this drawing again because there's also those red elements, and that's mainly a combination of those 2 pencils. And as you can see, the red is just so deep, so rich. It's just such a wonderful color. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with them. They're like amazing pencils. I don't really want to use any other pencils anymore. I prefer these over any other brand I tried so far. I do still use my polychromos, but only to create the sharp, fine details, because the luminances are so soft and creamy that sometimes I'm just not able to get the finest details in with them. So that's maybe the only downside I can find, except maybe for the 4 faulty pencils. But I think I really want to recommend these to anyone. If you can afford them, then you should really try them. And if you can't, try to buy at least a white and a black luminance, because I think just those 2 pencils can make your life as a colored pencil artist so much easier. The black is the darkest colored pencil you can get, and the white is just so thick and creamy, and well, they're just wonderful. They're the best pencils I ever tried, and I tried quite a lot of them, and I'm just in love. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.